Hello everyone, my name is Brandon Beecham. I am the catalyst and captain of Industree, and this is the Industree Origin Story. You know, all companies, organizations, great movements, they all have a story. Really, the universe is made of stories, and I think of stories as the most significant medium to foster authentic connection across cultures. I like to say stories turn otherwise cold data into warm destiny, and this is definitely a destiny story. It's an unusual destiny story, actually. Life shows up in different ways for different people, and for me, it can get very loud with synchronicities, serendipities, breadcrumbs, winks from the universe, whatever you want to call them. And this is definitely one of those stories for me. Now, I understand some of you are going to hear this and chalk it up to coincidence. I totally get it. You know, I'm not really asking you to believe everything that I'm sharing in this story today. I just ask you to listen with an open mind. You know, I think of Ralph Waldo Emerson. He said, "The mind once stretched by a new idea never goes back to its original dimension." So let's dive into the industry dimension. So starting from 10 years old, I've been a serial entrepreneur. Always had a, on to my next big idea. And really the biggest idea that landed for me in my life to this day, the biggest ripple of impact, was my early 20s coming to an understanding regarding the ultimate nature of reality. And this idea that we're all one with the source consciousness that creates and animates all things. And that has really been just a foundational force in my life ever since those moments of realizing, like, wow, I'm connected to everything, and wow, I can create anything as a result. It's all within reach to some degree, right? At the time, I thought to myself, well, if I can do anything, I might as well do what I love most, which is music. That's when I came up with the idea to start a band called Kundalini. And we were together for about 8 years. It was an incredible experience. Moved from the East Coast to the West Coast. We played with some really, artists that went on to be pretty well-known artists that some of you probably heard of. Papa Roach, Hybrid Theory, who went on to change their name to Linkin Park, Hoobastank, Alien Ant Farm, bands like this. And actually, our bass player's brother was in a very large band, No Doubt. And, I think back as one of the highlights of my Kundalini career was when Adrian, the drummer of No Doubt, came up to me at the end of one of our performances that he attended and said, "Wow, your performance, you guys blew me away, particularly you, Brandon." And so, yeah, I chalk that up as a Kundalini highlight for sure.